This is missing Donna K. Cloud. She was 19 when she went missing. She's 5'1", 120 pounds. She's got brown hair, brown eyes. She went missing October 25th, 2016 from Splenda, Texas. She did not take anything with her. She was wearing blue jeans, burgundy shirt, white canvas shoes. She has several tattoos, Bible scripture on the back of her shoulder, Chinese symbol on her wrist, crown in her forearm, love is enough on the collarbone, faith on the outer forearm, cross on her middle finger, diamond on her ring finger. She has not been seen or heard from since. There's up to a $7,800 reward. Anybody with info, call these numbers here. Screenshot that. There's the tattoos. Now, I looked into this because the story's like, old. Or I don't want to say it like that, like it's gone cold. But it's very, very heartbreaking. Something foul happened here. And there's the interview that I seen her dad did. Okay. Mind you, her grandparents raised her. And this father said some horrible things about her, and I'm just in shock. I mean, the interview, he made it all about him. Just saying, that's my opinion. Not saying he had anything to do with it, but his daughter's missing and he's talking bad about her. My point is, he hasn't been in her life. Okay, you can't find hardly any mainstream coverage of this case, sadly, and I don't know why. Also, what is going on in Texas with all these missing people? Okay, I'm going to read this. It's from a group on Facebook that has been fighting for this lady to be found and for answers for the family. Okay, so they said October 2016, Donna had recently been staying at her father's home in hopes she could show him and everyone that she was turning her life around, not only for her, but her son as well. On the 25th, 2016, Donna and her father got into an argument, he says, over an ex-boyfriend. Donna told others that day that it was over money. She needed to make $400 to stay there, and she also believed if she didn't, that her father would lose his house. According this time, her father was pulling a lot of strings. When she was able to see her son, he made his step mom and dad feel like he was the only one who really cared about her son. Oh, I see what they're saying. Even more than Donna herself. I can't tell you how many times he watched Donna cry her eyes over something he had done to hinder her from seeing him. I mean, she wasn't even allowed to push the basket at Walmart. What? If he was with them. Wow. Donna Kay was young and, like many of us, made mistakes. She had some deep-rooted issues with her biological parents. Mom dropped her off when she was a baby and never came back. Oh. Donna tried to meet up with her when she was 14 and got stood up. That hurt her beyond measures. On top of that, father's mother raised Donna and her sister. The father didn't step in the picture until about 2015. See, look at the times, people. Wow. And he's attacking her like that? Okay. So, of course, she had both mommy and daddy issues. She was troubled, but she was so much more than her issues or mistakes. Yes, she is beautiful, people. Look at her face. She's beautiful, funny, caring, and the kind person that makes fun in every day. So, in an attempt to get his money, she thought she would try to buy some meth and sell it. So, she hung around a few people that had done that, and I guess that if they could do it, so could she. One of her last Google searches were, how much is meth worth? She didn't know much about it clearly. Somehow, she came to know a couple older guys by the name of Carter and Aubrey. When her and her father had an argument, he basically told her to take what little she had there and leave. We know from the call records that she called several people trying to get a ride. Remember, she only had this phone for 2 to 3 days at this point, so she didn't have many numbers saved. When she couldn't reach anybody, for some reason, she decided to call Carter. She had told friends about Carter earlier that day, but said she got weirded out by some things he was saying, so she wasn't going to go through with it. I can only imagine she felt desperate at the moment and like she had no other choice, so she decided to call him and go through on her idea. Carter picked up Donna up from up from just down a little from her father's house, along with his roommate Aubrey. Donna Kay told Papa that she had met a great guy named Carter and that they were going to go hang out and watch movies. Her Papa knew Donna and her father had a disagreement, so he asked her what she was going to do. She told him that because what else could she do? She loved her grandma and papa more than anything in the world, and she couldn't stand the thought of them being disappointed. Carter went to jail again shortly after Donna's disappearance for drugs. He was somewhat a heavy dealer. The detective did question him, okay, with her disappearance. Okay, let's see. Oh, okay. Okay, let me start over. Detective did question him while he was in jail. He admitted to picking her up. He says he dropped her back off at the same spot. He also refused a polygraph. Oh. This happened a few months after she disappeared. There's never been another official interview with him. They never tried to persuade it further. The man and his roommate have been in and out of jail and prison for years. So they took his word. Who cares, and refused the polygraph. Almost 2 years later, which we know is longer now, people, she's still not home. No one has heard her voice. Why are these two men out living their life without a care in the world? There was a witness that saw the two men and a girl getting into a dark-colored SUV about midnight, only returned at 8 a.m., and it was just those two guys. She wasn't there. Aubrey, okay, that man has extensive criminal history. He stabbed a man 21 times for being homosexual. Does this sound like a good man who don't lie? Why is MOCO sheriff office doing anything? Donna needs to be brought home. And I'm going to share this clip that this guy, what's his name, Carl, left on her phone, and he claims he can't remember that phone. Okay, here's change.org, and I want to say this PD, in my opinion, hasn't taken this case seriously, and this family has no answers about her, and I don't understand anything. I haven't seen a press release, nothing. So what this is about here, okay, let me get to it here. Donna has been missing since October 25, 2016. The family and the public feel that almost after 4 years with no answers, having fresh eyes on the case can only help. This has been refused several times. The family and the public feel that several leads have been unfollowed, dismissed. What is being done by the current detective clearly is not working. The family should have the right to request a new detective on their missing loved one. After a long period of time, we have no ill feelings towards the current detective. However, we ask a grant our request for sole purpose of getting justice and closure for the family as well as the public that has been greatly involved in generating attention and leads to the sheriff department. This is not about detective or the department. This is about missing girl who is just not another file overlooked at the desk, okay? So they say here, keep signing and sharing. Imagine if we got 10K signatures.
I'm looking for my grandbaby. It means the world to me, and I need her here with me. And one way or another, there's going to be answers for someone, and somebody's going to come forward. I just hope it's soon, because I don't feel like I can live without her, and it's been 22 months, come this 27th of this month, and I'm ready. I'm ready for my baby to be home. She's been in my heart for a long time, so I know what that feeling is. And I believe she's out there somewhere, and she's just waiting on somebody to rescue her.
Someone knows something. I mean, someone doesn't just vanish without a trace. We just pray that she comes home safe. That's all.
It's been a long time.
Too long.
You know, you told me, I think back in January, it was 71 days. How long has it been now?
Almost 2 years. It's been 22 months.